Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham News and Update show for January 25th. Yes, we got a lot to get to today on this Thursday. We are almost at the weekend and we're doing a live show. As you can see, we are doing a live show. So trying new things out, just trying to see if these live shows work for the news and updates. So I know they're at different times, so we can maybe get them scheduled. But yeah, trying it out. So get involved, like, share, subscribe. Get into the chat. Love to see all the familiar faces that have been around. So get into the chat. Got some things we're going to talk about today. As you can see on the thumbnail, it says the local fans. Yes, and we're going to talk about the local fans because Sean Harvey hails a big away support. Going to the match on Monday. So that's awesome. Also, we're going to talk with Parky was talking about some of the some of the signings or lack thereof signings, and what he had mentioned about Mulls and AO and possible 1 and 2 signings coming in. That's something we're going to talk about. Also, Blackburn Rovers could be in trouble at the back as well because they have some injured defenders. So we're going to talk about that. Also, congratulations to the Wrexham Women on a comeback victory today, 3-2. A brilliant comeback victory today against Shropshire. So we can talk about that a little bit, and then what else I have here? I have another one I want to talk about. Where is it? If I can get anything up here. Sorry, these are going to be a little clunky sometimes because AO. Wrexham boss is delighted about AO. We're going to talk about some quotes from Parky said about AO. Michael Wolf, welcome in. How you doing, my guy? Good to see you. Good to see you. And lastly, I want to get to a couple things. All right, so there's no game on Saturday. I've been kicking it around. People have been saying which game they want to see. That's the last thing we're going to talk about tonight. There's a couple good matches. People have made great suggestions, some really great suggestions. So get into the chat of what you think we're going to watch on Saturday. But I got an idea what I think the best match could be. Might not be the fan favorite because I know we talked about Stockport, but it's on the list. But let's have an educated discussion. Also, anyone wants to join, just drop it in. Come on in. I can drop it in the chat. If someone wants to come in, I'll let you in. Just give me a thumbs up, and I'll drop something in the chat for you guys to come in. But let's get started here with this news and update show. And again, it is Friday. We are on our way to the weekend. Sorry, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We're on our way to the weekend. And I also, I'm going to put it out there. Ian Urban and I, who writes for the Mail, talked about getting on a show tomorrow together. We haven't connected yet on an actual time, but Ian and I did connect. Remember, he wrote Tinseltown, the book about Wrexham. So he is from Wrexham. He's a great reporter, great journalist, great guy. Just haven't been able to connect, but could be possible. Everyone keeps blowing me off. No one likes me. What's the game rundown? What's the game? You want to get into that first, Eric? We do want to do that first. Like, meaning what game do you want to watch on the weekend? All right. Well, all right. How about this? Let's put this. I'll tell you the games on the weekend, and then you guys can figure it out unless you want to bring it up on your own. So, obviously, our game is postponed. That's what we're talking about. It. We have Walsall Sutton, Eric Sutton. There you go. Swindon and Bradford City, Grimsby Town and Tranmere Rovers, Crewe Alexandra, Salford City, Morecambe and Colchester, Forest Green Rovers versus Accrington Stanley, Doncaster Stockport, MK Dons Gillingham, AFC Wimbledon versus Mansfield Town, Notts County versus Barrow. That's the lineup for the weekend. So you guys put into the chat. We can have a discussion. If you want to come on and make your case for it, I know which one I think I want to do. There's 2 I think I want to do, and probably not the ones you're thinking. But let's get into this article real quick. Wrexham director Sean Harvey hails a big away support. Now, we're playing on Monday, Ewood Park, and Blackburn Rovers. We're filling out 7,000 seats there. We're traveling fans, and that's why I said the local fans, not the local pundit, the local fans, they were always there. They were always there. And it brings it up in this article here. So Wrexham have attracted new supporters from all over the world. This is Richard Williams at the Leader. They're Hollywood owners. But Sean Harvey believes local fans have once again shown their undying love for the club after selling a huge allocation of tickets on Monday evening's live television match. Yes, and it will be on ESPN+. Plus, we'll be watching it here live on the Local Pundit, and I hope to see you all there. The promotion challenge we put on hold when Parkinson League 2 High Flyers face championship side Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park for the 4th round draw. Rovers gave Wrexham up the full 7,000 away allocation, but the tie will be switched from Saturday to Monday, obviously. And they thought that the Reds, we struggled for a sellout on a Monday night, but we did it. And that's why the local fans, we showed up. Interestingly enough, they only gave us 4,000 to start it out. And then they moved it up to 7 because they knew we were going to sell it out. It says here, however, those fears were quickly put aside because supporters went out in full force to Blackburn, hoping to see Wrexham pull off another upset. Yes, and I think that's what we're going to do on Monday night. The club's popularity has soared since actors Ryan and Rob completed their takeover at the racecourse in February 22, but recently appointed Harvey feels the sheer volume of tickets snapped up from Monday evening game has proved the doubters just how well the club is supported. Now, granted, we have a global support, and he talks about that. The fact that Blackburn is one of the few clubs that has a significant allocation for visiting fans and the thought of being part of 7,000 Wrexham fans on the road, I think people are more concerned, quote, about losing that and what it would mean than they are playing on Monday night. So what he's basically saying is like, we travel well, local fans are there. It's an opportunity to show the level of support there is for the club from the club's perspective, to show that 7,000 locals are still turning up to watch the game despite the worldwide clamor around the club. It proves the point that the club has not lost its roots in the local community. It's exactly what this is going on. This is exactly what I talk about it. Traveling to Ewood Park on a Monday night, local fans going there, selling out, bang. That's where it's at. And you can see it in the community. You can see it when we talk to Sean. You can see it when we talk to we see some of the players talk about it. But from the club, top to bottom, that's what it is. I love it. He says it proves the point that the club has not lost its roots in the local community. We don't have to prove it to anybody here, but anybody who is looking on and has questioned it, the answer is there. John H has something here. Nashida. There you go. I'll get that in a second. That's what I was saying right there. People think I've just had a loss of thought here. John H says there may be as many Wrexham fans. There may be as many Wrexham fans there. Rover sticks not selling from what I hear. Well, they don't support the club. They don't support the club like we do. We travel well. Yeah, Mad Al. Yeah, I get it. Naswinyada. I think that means good evening. Moving on, Harvey goes on to say it'll be a tremendous turnout, and that 7,000, the mass majority would have come from a greater Wrexham area. It says to everyone, forget the clamor of Hollywood. Actually, the people coming through the turnstiles that are benefiting from this whole experience are the locals, and that's awesome, and that's great to see. That's great to hear. So I'm happy that that's happening, and it's good to see. It's not just the States and everybody. Everyone is going to watch their team. So good on them. It's Monday night, and I think we're going to win that match. And we'll do a proper Sunday. We'll do a match preview for that as well, and we're going to be here for the watch along on Monday. I'm making it happen. Moving on, keep talking about the fourth round tie. Wrexham faced Blackburn in FA Cup fourth round on Monday. Wrexham manager Phil Parkinson ahead of the Carabao Cup first round. Okay, he says the draw for the FA Cup first round will be made for the day. Here we go. Let me start over. The draw for the FA Cup fifth round will be made the day before Wrexham aim to progress in the competition. So we're gonna know who we're gonna play if we go through. So that's very interesting. Parkinson's men, high flying in League Two, face championship outfit Blackburn Rovers at Ewood Park in round 4 on Monday evening at 7:30 kickoff. So 11:30 my time. So we'll start 10 minutes before. With the game being shown on BBC Wealth, both teams will know the reward for their victory, as the fifth round draw will take place Sunday around 2 p.m. So ahead of the game between Liverpool and Norwich City. So yes, so we're going to be ball number 2 in that. We're going to be ball number 2. So going into the match on Monday, we're going to know who we're going to play. We're going to know if we're going to be a home match or away match. So we'll know what the future holds. We'll know what the future holds. So the Blackburn Wrexham ball number 2. Oh, this is a good note too, and possibly so we can get some transfers in here. The fifth round will be scheduled during the week commencing Monday, February 26th, with a prize of $225,000 for the winning clubs. That's good. The ball numbers will draw as follows. So we can get a little cash. Get a little cash if we go through. That's great. Drop that 50 in the bucket in the kitty for a midfielder or a striker. Let's see here. Also, by the way, drop a like in there if you guys have time to do that. Oh, really? No, no one loves Alive more than TLP. Huh? Yeah, I love Alive. I do. It's fun. It's fun. It's not easy. It's a lot of work here. I don't know if that's a joke. Maybe I missed the joke. John H, what do we got in there? Talk to me. Anyways, so here are the games. Here's the matchup, and remember we're ball number 2. So Watford, Southampton, Blackburn Rovers or Wrexham, Wimbledon. AFC Bournemouth or Swansea, West Bromwich Albion or Wolverhampton Wanderers, Bristol City, Nottingham Forest, Leicester versus Birmingham City. That's a good match. Sheffield versus Coventry, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Ipswich or Maidstone United. Go Maidstone United. Liverpool versus Norwich City. Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. So that's the glamour type. I figured. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I love Alive. I love Alive, John. I love Alive. Tottenham Hotspur City. That's the big one. Leeds, Plymouth Argyle, Everton versus Luton Town. Newport County versus Manchester United. Newport County are getting all jacked up for that one coming down there. Sheffield United versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Fulham or Newcastle United. So those are the 16 ties. So it's 16 down to 8. Please not Swans. Please not Swans. Who do you want if we go through? You want a glamour tie, or do we want someone we can beat? Maybe Sheffield. Is Sheffield United in it? Did I say Sheffield United? I think they're out. Well, they're out. Yeah, they're out. Maybe we get a glamour tie for that one. I don't know. Maybe we get City to come down, or I don't know, or Forest or something like that. We'll see. Let's see what we got here. He says, "Please no Swans," but it doesn't. But it doesn't work if I have to explain it. Yeah, I know. Like if I have to explain a joke, yeah, I get it. It's like talking to my my dad. He gives me the dad jokes all the time. John H says Liverpool. Yep. AFC win 5-0 today. AFC won 5-0 today. Yeah. I didn't really see the score. It was a busy day for me work-wise. So I kind of put the show together a little late. So big teams. Adam Cruz. Welcome, Adam Cruz. I don't know if we've seen you in there. But welcome. Where are you watching from, Adam? Where are you watching from? Glamour. Let's fill the coffers. Yeah. We get to the 5th round. If we don't, I want to get to the. Here's why I want to get to the 5th round, because I want to advance. We got to the 4th round last year. I want to get to the 5th round this year. Yes, I want to go through and I want to get a promotion, but I want to get to the 5th round this year. So let's get that glamour and fill those coffers up and get maybe a player in or two. So Eric Sutton says, was that not a tournament game? Was that not a tournament? Today was tournament, right? Who was it at? Was it a, I'm gonna look as we do this. Here we go. This is how I F things up. I believe it was a Carabao Cup today, or am I making that up? I missed all the matches today. I've been off. I hadn't had TalkSport on. I had a busy day, so I apologize. If anyone in the chat, drop them in. That's Eric Sutton, my guy Eric. Adam Cruz says Toronto, welcome. Oh, Canada, love it, awesome. John H says Swansea is out of it as of today. Okay, so that was the Swans. Let me just do this. I'm going to do this. This is why I told you I put the show in. It's live. It's live. FA Cup schedule fixtures. I'm doing it right now. We're doing it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Here we go. That was the matches. So tomorrow is Sheffield Wednesday versus Coventry. Chelsea, Aston Villa are tomorrow as well. Ooh, maybe we'll do watch on tomorrow. Sheffield Wednesday versus Coventry. Chelsea, Aston Villa are tomorrow. There's got a lot of games tomorrow. Okay. Wednesday, that was yesterday. Bristol Street Rovers lost to Norwich City 3-1. Everton 1-0 over Crystal Palace. Those were the 17th games. Okay. All right. I'm confusing myself. All right. Let's move on a bit. I'll get to your last night's reserve match was 1-1, says Matt Al. Anyone play well? Did anyone play well? I know we had some. Did Hayden get on the pitch? I know what's his name. Was it reserve? No, that was a Tuesday game. I want to know if Hayden got on the pitch. Eric Sutton says AFC versus Swansea. Swansea lost to Bournemouth, says John H. Matt Al says, so Arsenal have put the value of 1.5. Can Wrexham afford that? Can we get more players for that money? Where did we see they got 1.5? I'm going to get into AO right now. I'm getting into AO right now. Okay, this is the article coming from. Actually, this is from BBC Sport. This is from BBC Sport. This came out. It says Wrexham boss delighted to keep Arsenal's Arthur Okonkwo on loan. So obviously it expired. It expired. So he's going to stay to the end of the season. I like that we're keeping him. I don't like Parkinson's answers on the signings, although he did say something very interesting. We'll get into that quote here in a minute. It says, manager Phil Parkinson says, this is the BBC, says, retaining loan signing AO Arthur Okonkwo is massive for Wrexham as they continue the push for promotion. Totally agree. I never read further than the result. Shit. I love it. I love a live show. God damn it. The 22-year-old goalkeeper signed a season-long loan from Arsenal last September. The deadline for AO to be called back, it says Okonkwo, but I call him AO. Callback was the 21st of January when no call came. Parkinson admits relief. He said, this quote, Parkinson said, it's a massive signing for us to keep Arthur. He's been exceptional for us. Yes, he's been an absolute baller. He's a great lad and has bought into everything the club is about. That's a good sign. He's moved up here and he's been great to have around. But not just that, he's a terrific goalkeeper. So he has moved in. Hey, Matt Al, you live there, right? He has moved in to Wrexham from what he's saying right here. So that's a good sign if we want to keep him. When someone plays well, you always worried that they get caught in the eyes of other teams. So yes, I was pleased when the clock struck 12 after the 21st. Yes, Parkinson says he is in regular contact with the Arsenal loan manager, saying they've been brilliant with us. Arsenal have their own issues with words are hard. Words are hard. God. They are hard. They are hard. Words are very hard. Let me see here. So he said they're very interested in Arthur's progress, and we're looking after him well, which is good. Although he did break his jaw, but he did get that fixed, and now he's wearing the mask. This is a great stage for Arthur to play on with the expectancy of everything here at Wrexham. Playing in front of a packed house every week, they understand it's a great place for him to be. That's Parkinson's quote. He added, Parkinson said, most people look at who Hollywood-owned Wrexham might bring in during the transfer window. This is where it gets a little interesting, where we want to hear some things. So they talk about the transfer window, but the stress is the retention of players is just as important. So let me read that again. Parkinson added, most people look at the Hollywood-owned Wrexham might bring into during the transfer window, but he wants to stress that the players that we already have is also very important. Elliot Lee and Paul Mullen have signed new contracts. We've kept Arthur. That's a very good window so far. No one's come in. Nobody's come in. If we do make an addition or two, that will be a bonus, says Parkinson. It's important to use the window to also keep what you've got. Yeah, we're too weak. We're too off the top of Stockport Wood. I think we need depth. We absolutely need some depth. We worked very hard to get to the stage. He said, in my time here, we've always understood the tradition of the Cup and the FA Cup. We got to the stage after he's talking about the Cup now. We got to the stage after coming through some really tough games. What a great opportunity to go to Ewood Park with 7,000 of our own fans. The game, it's a game to really look forward to. It's about going there and giving a good account of ourselves like we've done in the competition. So I don't like his answer that like we're keeping people, that's a way of like kind of deflecting and overshadowing. Yes, we have a few days left. But I want to sign some players. I know we've had a couple like rumors, everything. Maybe they're close to the vest. Maybe he said maybe the one or two. He did say one or two players. That's a bonus. So is he content with the side? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not the manager. John H says that figure is an estimate of the website you have put him on. So 1.5. Arsenal can get nothing from it at this point. Yeah, his estimated value is 1.9. Can he sign on a free? I wonder if he can. I don't know the rules at the lower, but can he sign on a free? That's really interesting. I see people coming in. Thank you very much. Get involved. Drop a like. Get into the chat. Also, let us know what you're thinking about. Are we going to make any signings? Wrexham has two as a team house. Not sure about AO. So I think what does he live with? Roommates or something? Adam Cruz from Toronto. We could keep him till the championship. He's a young quality player for our future. Yeah, I think so. I want to keep him. I think we keep him. I think we keep him, and if he wants to be here, that's great. John H. goes on to say, need to get promoted and keep him. AO said he will wait until the summer to decide. Did he say that on? Yes, yeah, he said it on the article yesterday. I think he also mentioned it on his Discord as well. Adam Cruz says, I expected them to be more active this year. I thought so too. John H. Still almost a full week left. Not over yet. No, it's not over yet. I totally agree, John. I get it. It's not over yet, and I totally agree with you. I just would really want some kind of movement. But maybe they're trying to get things over the line. Who the hell knows? They said there's only a few people that know what's going on there. And it's tough to get information on. So let's get through these here. Still almost a full week left. Yeah, it is what, the 25th? It is. Matt Al says, honestly, AO will use Wrexham as Ben Foster did. Get experience at Wrexham. They go to a huge premiership, then go huge in the premiership and return 8 matches. I don't think Al, you're not a big fan of AO. And I know you're not a big fan of Foster. You told me that. Yeah, I know you don't like him. He is free. Okay, so we can get it for free. That's great. Let's do it. John H. also says, as of June, Arthur is free, so no contract with anyone. Hip Karma, welcome. He agrees with Hip Karma agrees with John H. There's still plenty of time. We have zero clue what negotiations are happening. I have faith in our squad, whatever happens in this window. I agree. I have faith in the squad as well. And I think we're going to do okay. Also, by the way, there are some people here. I'm going to drop it if anyone wants to come in. I'm going to get through the news, but if anyone wants to drop in, come on in. I'm put it up there, guys. Okay, Adam Cruz says we're going to wait until a half-hour window closes and get in our last deals. You're probably right. Yeah, I could see that happening. So on that too, let's get off AO real quick. And we'll talk about Blackburn just briefly. What's going on for this match. So this is an article as well. This comes from the Telegraph, the Lancashire Telegraph. It's about Blackburn Rovers defenders suffer major injury setbacks. So obviously we're going into this match. Blackburn Rovers are in what position? Somebody was trying to get on my ass about Blackburn Rovers. Let me see. Championship. I want to see where they are. Championship. If I can champions. Wow, Josh. League standings. I wish I had an excuse. I just don't. So they are in. They're in 17th place. I thought so. Okay, they're in 17th place. So they have an injury crisis on their own end, and defenders in the back. So Hayden Carter is facing 11 weeks out with a hamstring injury. So Blackburn Rovers will be out without Hayden Carter for 11 weeks, whilst Harry Pickering is expected to be out for 6 weeks. So these are all the defenders. The 2 defenders went off on Saturday with hamstring injuries and now face spells on the sidelines. Again, this is Blackburn Rovers here. So they're having a bit of a crisis at the back, and they're in 17th place. So are they gonna be a little weak at the back? There's gonna be people just coming back off of injuries. In addition to Connor O'Riordan has boasted Thomason's options, but losing Carter is a major setback. Rovers would still like to sign another experienced center back. Blah 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 blah. This before Thursday's deadline. We'll do a deadline day stuff too. It's exciting. This is the manager, Thomason. He said, I have good and bad news. That's usually how it goes. We have lost Hayden Carter. He will be out for 11 weeks. Harry Pickering will be out for 5 to 6 weeks. We're very disappointed. The 2 players have have left, that have played a lot for me. So they're weak at the back. You've got a new player. We've also got a new player in the building, which I'm really happy about. The club has lost 2 in a row. James Hill. Sorry. Basically, yeah, I don't want to know about that. I don't care about that. All right, so they have injuries at the back. I think it's I don't want to dig too deep into it, but I think that maybe there's a possibility they can put a weakened side up. They're in 17th place. Obviously, the weakened side is players that aren't quite fit. As you can see, what happened with Boyle, who came in and just got a red card, even though I don't think that was a red card. Maybe someone's not quite as match fit. He's not fully ready to get back on the pitch. So, that's something to look at. Obviously, we have our own injury problems right now. There's no actual injury update today that I saw. I wanted to see if Hayden was playing. I think O'Connell is going to be huge coming back because Stash is out. We don't know how long Stash will be out. Ford's out. So, was Barnett going to start? Mendy will probably miss the match on Monday because he's probably traveling back from the AFCON because they got knocked out. So, lots of if buts moving and shaking around. Is Fletcher still out? I don't know. Palmer's just getting back to fitness. We got some issues all over the park, but I don't know if we have enough coverage. We'll see. We shall see. And the whole thing with McLean with his yellow card issue, 2 yellow cards, and we miss him for 2 matches. So yeah, that's not great. What else is here? Mad Al says, Hip Karma at Matt Al says Foster also holds himself to a high standard. I suggest professional pride as well as confidence was involved in his decision. I think so too. I listened to him talk about it on his podcast. I listened to him. I think it was on with the United Stand with Mark Goldbridge as well. Talk about it and on the Fozcast. He sounded very genuine. And I heard him on TalkSport too. He's like he put in 5. I think it was a Stockport match. Was it the 5-5? It was either the Stockport match where he put 5 past, or it was the 5-5 draw. I think it was Doncaster or something or Accrington. He was not feeling it. He's 40 years old. Also, he was driving 2 hours up and down, 2 hours up, 2 hours down to train every day, 4 hours in the car, he said. So, I'm 44. He's 40. I know what I feel like sitting in a car for 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. He must have been dragging ass, So I don't hold any grudges against him. I think he did. He gave me one of the best moments I've ever seen. I don't have water in here. One of the best moments I've ever seen in a football match. Him saving the penalty last year in the National League. So that was fantastic. I'll never take it away from him. Also, he seems like a good stand-up guy. I think one of you guys said that he didn't like it because they told him he couldn't put the GoPro on the goal. That'd be pretty petty if that's happened. I don't think that's in his nature. I don't know him personally, but what do I know? Yes, Michael Wolf says it was the best moment. I screamed like a madman, absolute madman. So I'll thank him for that, to giving us that. So, and I think it's beautiful. That's why I love the game. Adam Cruz says, anyone hoping Parky is shopping Blackburn lineup for championship players that are looking for a project? Laugh out loud. Yeah. He was Parky was watching Salford the other day. He was watching the Salford game. Okay, what else we got here? I'm going to get through all these too, and then I'm going to talk about the women's game. The women's had a stunning Derby Day comeback win against Shropshire today. Am I saying that right? Shropshire. That sounds right. Watch a few Blackburn's pods. They're going for the win, full side according to their pundits. Really? Okay. Who are those podcasts? Or are there any? If there's any, how's this? If there's any other YouTube podcast guys out there, drop them in the chat. I'm going to connect with them. I'm going to see if we can talk to them. We'll see if we can get them on the show, or I'll go on their show, something like that. Shropshire pronounced. Got it. Okay. John H says yellows don't carry into league. Well, those are the league yellows. So you said no, John. So you're saying it won't get into the FA Cup? He's got 13 yellows, whatever it is. He's 2 away from a 2-match ban, John. I'm almost positive. I read it the other day. He's 2 away from a match ban. Matt Al says you could also go outside the name squad for cup matches. Yep, that's true. Best moment. Hip Karma says unforgettable last gap moment against Notts. Unreal. This is January 24th. Okay, so that's yesterday's game. Still, should we talk about it? It just came. I said I put this show together. I had a long day, but I wanted to get something up and get the news out to you. But let's talk about the women's game. So it's a 3-2 win, okay? 3-2 win yesterday is a match report. This is on the Wrexham website against Shropshire. There we go. 3-2 win. This is from Colin Henry's. Mari Gabbard scored the winning goal as Wrexham staged a stunning Derby Day comeback to beat rivals TSN in Shropshire. TNS. What the hell? TNS in Shropshire. The Red Dragons trailed by 2 goals with just 11 minutes in. Helen Evans and Chantel Tier putting the hosts in front. But Karen Allen and Katie Sharp leveled the scores before halftime after Evans' red card. John H. is coming in. There he is. Hold on. Oh, from Boston.
Greetings.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
I got you. Hold on. Let me turn you up. Yeah.
Yeah,
How's everything?
figure that you get a real Boston guy on instead of Mike, Chris, or whatever his name is.
Oh, Mike Stew. Uh-oh.
Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Award-winning Mike Stew, though. Award-winning. He won an award the other day.
Yeah, I can't claim any awards. Donkey awards.
I love it. Welcome. It's the first time we met. We've talked a lot. Welcome. How's everything?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me. Just quickly, the Blackburn things I've seen. The Racecourse Ramble had a guy on, and Rob Ryan and Red had a guy on. Those are the two. It was the same kid, but he pretty much said the same stuff, that they were going to try to go for the win.
Yeah, I think that's all bravado, or what are your thoughts?
Well, he's a Blackburn fan. He's been supporting them his whole life. I think he knows the team. So I think, well, I don't think he's talking, crap. I think he's. They need to win. They want to get to the next round. They're having financial issues. They're, having trouble signing players, and so they want to win too.
It's a shame,
especially knowing who the draw is going to be. If it's a big draw, it's gonna add to the game.
Yeah, let me bring that draw back up there. If here we go. Matt Al's on it. So in the draw, I brought it up here. Who do who would you like to get? Do you want another cup? You want a cupcake if we get through, or you want to go against the Spurs?
No cupcake. Liverpool, top Premier League team. Just because I don't want to stay in this forever. If the league's the focus, but another game would be nice, like you said earlier. Get to round 5, and if we're going to get to round 5, we might as well go out with a bang, or pull a crazy upset.
Yeah, I figure you want to keep advancing, right? So advance, get one step further, great, and then if we get to 5. We get the next round after that. Okay, great. This is at the final. So it goes 8 then 4, obviously. So this is the 16. They go to 8 then 4. If we get to the final 4, that's insane. But if we get to 8, that's great. And we buy out gracefully. Maybe I hope we don't get smacked. No one gets injured. That's great. So I kind of agree with that. By the way,
plus there won't be many cupcakes. There won't be many cupcakes left after this round. I can't imagine.
No, I mean you're going to either Chelsea or Aston Villa. Both are great sides. Leicester's a great side. Birmingham City there are in trouble. So I probably think Leicester will probably beat them.
Liverpool will still be in. Coventry will probably beat Sheffield Wednesday. They'll be in. So it's going to be all championship, and unless Newport pulls a crazy upset over Man United, but I don't see that happening. They barely beat us with 10 guys.
Yeah, and then Fulham, Newcastle, both great sides. I mean, it's West Brom and Wolverhampton, Brighton and Sheffield United. So I want Sheffield United. Because they beat us last year, and I want Sheffield United if we're going to do it.
I'll take it. The Premier League.
But if we do that, if we get Sheffield United, we got to win. We got to win.
Well, Billy Sharp's not there anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But
I know. But, then you're right. It's either that. So that one for me, probably Sheffield United, or I'd go any of the big ones. Any of the big boys. Yeah. So, by the way, shots fired, hip karma. I don't know where Mike is. I thought he would come in and defend himself, but he's not. He's not out there. He's not out. Shots fired. Let's see if we get through this. And then TSN were originally called. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah,
the
Matt
Saints.
Originally called. I can't even. Can you read that? Lance Fate. Oh Jesus! Why you do this to me?
Yeah. See, we need to have more people on. Some people that speak Welsh and from over that way. I can't say that word.
Good luck.
The new Saints. That's what they're called. The new Saints. It's much easier.
Okay, the new Luna Saints. Yeah, instead of the team taking a sponsor, instead of the team being named after the company, Luna Saints. Oh, Jesus, he did that on purpose. I know he did. Of course,
he's laughing his ass off right now. Both of us.
Especially
you though. This is your show.
Yeah. So it's 8 hours ahead. So 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. It's 2:30 in the morning, and he's still gassing.
So he's drunk too. Then.
No, I don't think he drinks. He doesn't. I know he doesn't drink. Yeah.
That's two of us. 24 years.
Yeah. Congrats. So, I don't think he drinks. Agreed. The league could suffer if we progress. Let's make some cash and say F it. I totally agree with that. Adam Cruz in Toronto. Realistically, we can win the league. We're not winning any cups. Well, yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point right there.
Yeah. Let me ask. I guess Eric agrees well. So let me ask you this. Do you care if we don't win the league or we go up? I don't, because I'd like to win. I don't think we need to win. I just want to go up. I want to get out.
Top 3. I'm happy with third second, first. It doesn't matter. Top three is fine with me. It would be great to be first, but
Yeah.
it would be nice to have that last game count for something. But if
Yeah.
we have promotion locked up, that's all I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a big deal for us to just get to, for us to get up. I don't, by hook or crook, I don't care. Yeah, and Eric's the same thing. By the way, Matt, I was giving history. No, it's good history. I just can't pronounce the goddamn word. I can't pronounce the word. But if I could, I would. I want to see promotion no matter what. Anything that we discussed earlier about AO or Parkinson's thoughts on transfers coming in? Do you have any thoughts there?
Yeah, I think I'm in the minority with the whole transfer window. I think we have a good enough team. See, he can redo the team now with this transfer window, so he can name another 22. He can shift some people out, bring some people in. If people are injured, leave them off. Maybe Hayden. I don't know. I love the guy, but he's brittle.
Yeah.
So I'm not. And plus, there's a week left. It literally goes to midnight on the 31st. So it's he still has a week, and they play it very close to the vest. It reminds me of the Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan. Belichick. They don't let people know what they're doing until they do it, and
then all of a sudden it happens.
Yeah. Right, and he makes a fair point. It already has been a good transfer window. We got AO to the end of the season. Mullen and Lee are locked up for 3 more years. Mm-hmm. And injuries are part and parcel of the game. He says it all the time. So guys get injured, guys come back, and we got enough depth in the squad that I think we're good enough to get promoted as is. But of course, I'd like to see a couple people come in.
Do you know what guy scares me though? Being injured though is Stash, is O'Connor. That's kind of that's the only guy. I think he's so good. He's a quiet. He's just quiet at the back, does his job, good on the ball, great passing radius, pushes up a little bit so Lee can push up.
I agree 100%. But Parky said it's weeks, not months. So I got to believe him that he knows that it's not a serious. It's a slight fracture in his foot, whatever. It's not like he's got a torn ACL or a torn, ligament. Sometimes ligaments are worse than broken bones. So.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. But he's just so, for a guy who's not that tall, he wins his headers. And Owen O'Connell, got that right.
Owen
is a different type of player. That's why, I know you mentioned Hayden. Can we keep the guy fit on the pitch? Because he's a little bit more athletic. He's probably the most athletic guy we have. Probably in the team.
I wouldn't be surprised if Parky leaves him off the squad. If depending on how if people come in, he's going to have to leave people off like he did, at the beginning of the year, and because you can only carry 22. But I love Hayden, but he's out of contract at the end of June too. So if he's not going to give it his all, and he's just going to play for his next contract and try not to get hurt, I would strongly consider leaving him off.
Yeah, I think he's 26. I think he's 26.
Yeah, he's young. He's good. He's solid, but he's brittle. He's made of glass.
Yeah, let me look him up right now. How old he is? Aaron Hayden he's 27. 6'1", 27 years old, and that's a lot. I totally agree with you there. Adam Cruz says, I want to see us start building for next year now, but they'll probably go crazy in the summer buying for League One.
I agree with that, because that's the other thing we're forgetting. If we have enough, and I think we do have enough to get out of the league as is, we can reevaluate in the summer. Let some people that we don't want to look like Luke Young's days are probably numbered. Some fan favorites are probably going to end up going out the door, but we'll have the summer to load back up and get ready for League One.
Who I know we're kind of going a little bit. I think you're right. I think there's going to be some people that we would want to, like Howard's going to go. He's too old. Not that he's too old. I hate to be ageist. That's not right. But he's old.
Going to be his choice, I think.
Yeah, probably a great locker room guy. You know what I mean? Something like that. But I think there's going to be players, and if we got to replace him, O'Connell is good. He's a different kind of defender, like I said. Middle of the park, and I know we have a really good middle of the park, but like Gio will stay. Obviously, I think we need to lock him in. Elliot Lee's locked in. That other third midfielder is a problem for me. The other third is because Cannon's good, but he runs around, does a lot, kind of like a.
Very good. Jones is good too.
Jones is good too. JJ's good, but we have no backup for them. They don't. JJ takes a little bit.
Jordan Davies hasn't really got much run out. I mean, that's another guy that might be on the fence. I mean, that's what I mean by even with if we don't make any moves, we have enough talent to get promoted. I think.
I think so too. I think thinking about 2, 3, thinking about what's happening next. Matt Al says it makes sense to omit injured players as it's only 3.5 months till the end of the season. Injured players will be selected for the 24-25. The only player my main concern is on that is just Stash. That's my only player.
Yeah, we've got 19 games. We've got February, March, and April. We got 19 games and 57 points.
Yep.
And I put a thing in the Discord about the average number of points over the last 30 years, and it's like mid to high 80s, and we already have 52. So I mean, we really only have to win probably 10 or 12 of those 19 games, get a couple draws, and I think that would be top 3. Even though the other teams are playing well, I just we're in control of our own destiny. I think we can. We can.
And I'm looking at the table now, and John Hampton says, "Late again. How's it going, fellas? Good, John H. John Hampton, how you doing? I don't know. I think you're in Wrexham too. I think he is in Wrexham as well. Truth out of have faith in Parky. So on that note, what you just said, the team I'm most concerned about, and this league is crazy. It's awesome to watch, by the way. Is the surging Crew Alexandra. They've won 4 out of the last 5 games. And so if you look at it, it's going to be 5 into 3 now for the top 3. It's Stockport, Wrexham, Mansfield, Crew, and Barrow. So 49 to 54 points. MK Dons have 45 points. So it's going to be 5 into 4.
We have a game in hand on both Crew and Barrow, and we play Crew in the last month of the season. So, like I said, we can take care of our own business. We really don't have to worry about what they do. We got a game in hand, and we play them. So, you can't ask for more than that.
No, you can't. And Stockport are a little. They have some injuries issues there too. So maybe everyone thinks they're going to
play them too. We play Mansfield both at home. We already played them on the road. Crew's on the road, unfortunately, but we came back. We tied them with 10 men. We scored 3 goals with 10 men against them. So
was that the 5-5?
That was the 3-3 game. We had a red card. I think Bonnet went off. I don't know if it was Bonnet. Someone went off in like the 26th minute. Mullen got a penalty before halftime. Then we scored 2 in the second half to steal a point.
Yeah, I think there's 54 points at the end of the season, says Matt Allen. 54, 15. Yeah, that's a lot of points to gather. So
there's 57 left. There's 19 games, so 3 times 9. We've played 27. We played 46 in the season, so there's 19 games left. Times 3 is 57 points available.
See, he's from Boston. He knows his stuff, Mike. I don't even know if Mike's not in the chat. Probably he's probably sleeping. What else we got here? This Saturday we'll have 2 games in hand: Sutton and Forest Green Rovers. Yeah, those are the games you have. Okay. So those are both winnable games. Sutton's in the basement, and Forest Green Rovers are
but Sutton played us. Well, we were lucky to beat Sutton, to be honest, when we played them at home. They played us well. But we do have 2 against FGR, so that's good.
Yeah. Interesting enough, too, like I said about the league, anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like, could be up, could be down. Teams are just – a team in 17th place can beat us. Like Barrow is a really great. It's not Barrow. Walsall is a really great side, and they're in they beat us, and they're in where are they? 17th place. They're in 15th place. You know what I mean? Like they won 3 out of the last 5 games. So here we go. Eric Sutton says Sutton and Forest are both horrible.
Yeah, no, they are. I don't disagree, but Sutton did give us a better game than I thought we were going to get from them. The problem's the wrong word. The issue, that might be the wrong word. We're playing these teams on the road. The strong teams that we have at home, which is good,
Mm-hmm.
and the bottom end teams, the last 6, because we've already played Swindon twice. We play all of them on the road, except for Tranmere. That's the only home game out of the bottom 7 teams that we play. And we're just not as good on the road. For whatever reason, we're just not as good on the road.
No, and then Matt, channel at 6. And you're right. There's a stat I saw the other day. It was an article they were saying like our away form is just crap. It's just not, obviously we're not. And you know, like any other sport, when you're away, you're not playing as great. You know what I mean? And things come into play, and it goes down. You know, channel 608, channel up 608. The league is unpredictable, bro. It is. New Zealand. He's up. What time is it in New Zealand? What is going on? You can't get
like
overconfident.
16 hours.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez. You can't go in overconfident against team facing relegation. No, because they're
Exactly.
fighting. They're fighting to go back down into to the abyss.
I'd rather play a mid-table team all day long than a team fighting. Because look at the national. No one wants to go in the National League. Even Forest Green, Sutton's only 5 points out of safety. So they're gonna, when we play them, if they're still in it, they're gonna be just as tough as Stockport or Mansfield, in my opinion. Because it's going to be away. These games are going to be away, and if they're playing to stay in the league, that's not a fun environment.
No, you don't want to go against that. I totally.
But if we can draw on the road, win at home, it's looking good.
Yeah, like you said about going into last, like they need to change that. Top two need to go up if there's automatically or something, because that is one goes up, then the other only two go up. But like going into that playoff, what is that? I mean, that is terrifying. I would never.
Right, but is the third team in the National League as good as the League Two? Because we've found League Two to be. I know we're in second, but it's definitely a different league than the National League.
And it took a while for us to get our feet under us. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen on Monday?
I think it's going to be a good game. I think they're both going to try to win, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 2-2, 3-3 draw, and it comes back to Wrexham for the replay.
Yeah. They still have replays.
I don't see it'll be a blowout. I think both teams are going to want to win, and I think both teams can score. And one of the things I heard on the podcast is the number one goalie's been out for 3 months, and he's fit. Mm-hmm. The kid that was talking wasn't sure if he was going to play or if they were going to keep the other guy in there, but they're getting some people back. Their top scorer, he got a hat trick against Cambridge. I forget how many goals he's got. 19.
Saz,
the guy with the funny name that you're going to butcher, so don't even try. Schmorzish or something. Yeah. That
Blackburn. Dude. Hold on. He's the top scorer. Some guy got on my ass the other day. Top scorer.
Yeah, he's a mad scorer. He got 3 against Cambridge. So they're gonna if they put the first team out, which this kid from Blackburn who was on the 2 pods I saw thinks they're gonna do, it's gonna be they're not gonna roll over. Put it that way.
Right. So, but I'm gonna just type it. See if you can pronounce it. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Sam.
I don't think anyone would be surprised if Wrexham won, but I'm not. I'm good with it. I'm happy to watch it on the big TV instead of the laptop on ESPN. And if they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. It's kind of a no-lose situation for us because then we can just focus on the league.
Yeah, you're right. But there's no. There you go. Matt Allen says we beat Bournemouth. We lost against Yeovil Town. After that, we're fighting step. Exactly. He's saying exactly what you're talking about right there. There you go. Sysmonics. Right?
Yeah, I call him Sam.
Sam, yeah, just Sam, double S, yeah, yeah, double S. So we're gonna do a watch along on Saturday. This is the last thing we had up here. We're gonna chat about. I have my thoughts on who I want to watch on Saturday. What do you think? Do you need a schedule? I can flip.
No, I pretty much know. I mean, to me, the game. There's 2 good ones. The Notts County Barrow game, and then the other one is Mansfield and Crewe. I think they're playing each other. Is that right?
Yeah. So,
I mean, the Stockport Doncaster game. Yeah, Stockport's top of the league, but they should win that game 4-1. Yeah. The other 2 games I think are a toss-up, and probably would be fun to watch either one of them.
There's 3 I'm thinking about.
What's the third one?
Crewe plays Salford because we play Salford next in the league. Okay.
Oh, Crewe plays Salford. So who's Mansfield playing?
Mansfield plays Wimbledon, and then Notts and Barrow. So those are the 3 games. It's Notts and Barrow, Wimbledon, Mansfield, or Crewe and Salford. What's the other one? You said Barrow. Did I say Barrow? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Barrow's playing Notts. Yeah.
Those are the 3 games, and why I'm thinking that, and as you could probably Mansfield Town, right above us, Crewe right there, Barrow, MK, and Notts. there's some, and the only thing is with Wimbledon on the 10th, but there's some games. So Crewe or Salford, AFC Wimbledon versus Mansfield, Notts or Barrow.
On paper, on paper, I would say Notts and Barrow makes the most sense, but I could see your logic as far as Crewe Salford, because Crewe's right behind us and we're playing Salford next. So
Yep.
You're in charge. I mean, what does the chat say? What do people say? What do they want?
I think, well, there's Notts
Put a
Barrow.
poll. Can you put a poll up? Do you know? Are you able to do those?
I don't know how to do them. I'll screw it up if I do it, man. I'm still learning.
Just ask people. So there's one right there. Eric says Notts Barrow. Go with the democracy.
Yeah, that's what I think of Notts Barrow. My Notts Barrow, and then the Mansfield one. So I think.
So how do you do that? You gotta pay. You gotta sign up for one of the other squads and give them the money for the game.
So I'll give them the 10 quid for the game. I'll go to Notts County or something.
That's my beef with iFollow. I mean, I do the 33 a month for Wrexham, and it's good because Wrexham, we were having this in the chat. They get 80% of that money.
Yeah,
which could be probably millions of pounds for them, given the amount of fruitcakes like us that are doing this on a Thursday night at 20 at 10. Paying the money, but it makes no sense that if I'm logged in iPhone, I have to create a new account to watch a Snots game or I call them Snots. Yeah. Everyone loves Snots. I don't love them. I hope they lose every friggin' game they play and get relegated.
We had an article a couple of days ago that we saw that we were talking about on the show that they're thinking about League One changing up, or I'd buy a full package. You know what I mean? So everyone can win. So I can go watch that match. I'm already. I don't care what it is. I screwed up too. Adam Cruz says Crewe Salford. Eric Sutton says Sutton United. Cruz up there. That's okay. Sutton United. He's joking. And then Matt Al says we can catch it in UK anyway. You should act out the match to the media of the ribbon. It's crazy to sign up for a second account. Yeah, no. So it's a single sign up. So it's like I can sign up for one match. So I'll probably do the Notts County Barrow game, even though I know Crewe Salford is.
So even though you're a Wrexham supporter and you have a Wrexham account, you can still. What do you just sign up as a different person, or you use your same credentials to sign into Notts? Yeah,
no, it's a one-off game. So I just do. It's like you just pay the $10 for the game for that game, and that's it.
As your own information, you can use so you can have two teams.
Yeah, I guess
you can only have one.
Yeah, let me check right here. That's a whole. I'll have to.
I know other people have done it, so it's doable. Yeah. I just haven't. I won't do it. I mean, I might do the watch along, but I'm not going to pay to. Although I did pay to watch the playoff last year between Chesterfield and Notts, and Notts was lucky to even get promoted. Chesterfield totally won that game, but ended up losing.
All right, so if I go to a monthly pass, I totally screwed. So Mike from Boston, he said he has a $33 account, but he tried to change it to a yearly account, and he had to email them, and I said, I guess they can't do it. So
no, they can. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I had the same question, and they got right back to me. They told me that once you sign up for the season pass, the monthly stops automatically. But the thing with that, it's cheaper for the monthly because right now it's 3 times 33 is $99 versus $112.50. So it makes. There's only 3 months left because Monday's game isn't on iFollow; it's on ESPN. So anyone that's looking to sign up, I would do a monthly pass. You'll save yourself $12.50 American.
And it'll probably change next year. I'm assuming it'll change next year.
Well, according to Sean Harvey, they're looking. The EFL is the Sky's taking over, so iFollow might go away. It might be a whole different streaming service, and they're talking about giving each team the ability to control its own stream. And if that happens, Sean Harvey's pitching to the owners to give it to us for free because he thinks it would create more fans, eventually more money. But
and he's the one that started it too. John says, all jokes aside, in relation to iFollow, if a Wrexham game is sold out, fans should be allowed to stream the game. 80% of the money goes to the club. That's not. I mean, that's not bad. They get
80%. I was reading the Red Passion today. Some guy figured it out. If there's 100 subs that signed up like we have, either monthly or for the year, that's about 12 million pounds into Wrexham's coffers just from iFollow.
That's insane. What's the streaming situation for League One? Is it the same for League Two?
Well, right now it is because it's the EFL. So I follow. You could watch, games up until the championship because it's the 72 teams. The Premier League has their own thing, but yeah, as far as when I'm on the EFL site and I follow, although there's a lot of championship games on ESPN Plus, so let me take that back. 1 and 2 I follow for sure. Championship I'm not sure about.
Championship you can watch on ESPN Plus. So check. So I'm on the Notts County website right now. It says matches pass. So you get a buy match pass. Then you have to register. I wonder if I put my own account in here. I have to check that. I did it last time. But yeah, you can do a pass. It's $13 US.
Yeah, £10, whatever the conversion is.
All right, so I think you have to do a register now, then do it that way. Yes, you got to do a whole thing. Yeah, so I'll do that on Saturday.
I just wonder if they're going to catch. I'm wondering if you have a different email, you maybe use a different email because I wonder if iFollow will say you're already registered with Wrexham.
Yeah, they just said to me, it said buy match pass, and I tried to put my Wrexham one in there. Didn't recognize me, so you have to register now, do a new account for them, and just do a single match purchase pass. I think that's what you have to do.
Yeah, it's bizarre, but hopefully it'll change.
Yeah. Let me see here. Get through a couple of these, and then we'll get off in a couple minutes here. I paid $10 for ESPN Much to watch the last FA game, and canceled it as soon as the game was over. Got a month worth, and I can watch it on Monday. Good, Michael. Yes. Well, join us for the watch along for sure.
Yeah, I did the same thing. It's $11, but I kept it because there's a lot of college hockey, and then there's a lot of other games on there too. Like
I watched
all the FA Cup, all the FA, like tomorrow's games. There's a few games on. I was watching today. Bournemouth scored 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, so I turned it off.
I was so out of the loop today. It's just been a busy couple of days. ESPN matches are free, says Matt Al. Matt Al says, I got a Notts County ticket, but they were sold out 2 hours after. Jesus. That's not good. So praying for UK stream would be the way to go. Yeah, I'm probably do the Notts County Barrow game. So I think I know Adam said different. I apologize, but I think that's probably the best one to watch just to keep up with things. So we'll do that. I'll make that happen. Any last thoughts before we jump off here? Been on an hour.
It's good. Yeah, I like this stuff. It was good to come on, and now you get to hear Boston. I wish Mike was here so I could break his Aggies. I don't begrudge the guy for growing up on the North Shore. I mean, that's he had money. I grew up in the projects in Southie. I didn't. So,
Southie.
But Boston's Boston. Yeah, we get territorial when people say they're from Boston and they're from 40 miles north of Boston.
Yeah, up in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm a sensitive Irish Catholic. I'm all right.
Well,
Mike's all right. Mike's been around longer than me, so I'm a newbie to this whole local pundit Discord. I thought that's what the terrorists use. I'm like, I don't want to get on Discord.
No, I think that's the what's the other one? It's like TikTok or some shit like that. Which I have
Telegram or whatever. This is my only social media, YouTube, and now you got me on this freaking Discord crap. I'm posting stuff on different chats and different streams, and then you're adding a food channel. I'm like, what the? Jesus,
I reduced the chat for you. I reduced them so you have less to confuse. Yeah, man. All right. Well, yeah, you're always welcome on. Next time, I'll tell Mike you're on. And
I didn't know. See, so if you put the stream thing on, you do what I did because I didn't know what you meant if you want to jump on. So then I clicked that thing and I'm like, oh shit, does this mean now I'm on? I didn't mean to swear, but
no, it's all right.
So that's what you do.
Yeah. So I usually do a halftime. I do a halftime. People come in and do a chat. We're going to start doing more live shows because we're growing the channel a little bit.
More live shows. Every show you do is live. Last night I didn't get the notification. I would have come on, but I joined it like you were already a half hour in. So I said, skip it.
Okay. I'll keep you. I'll put it. I started to put them in the Discord, and the more people start, I don't know the algorithm. The more people.
I got that bell thing clicked on YouTube too, highlighted, circled, friggin' pinned, whatever.
If I tried to understand YouTube, I'd be lost. But welcome back anytime, man. It's good to see you. And
thanks for having me. Hey, good talking to everybody, and
you too.
Up to town, as they say.
Up to town. All right, bud. Have a good night.
Peace.
Peace. That is John from Boston. Good guy, really good guy. He's new to the channel coming in, and again, everyone is welcome to come on. It's all good here, so we're really enjoying it. So thank you, John, for coming on. It's good chatting with you. Let's get through these last few here, and I'm gonna take off to bed. 6:50. Jesus. Go get some food and go to bed. There's an EFL show on Saturday night in the UK, which highlights all the games. Says Matt Al. Hey, that don't make him better than you. They better than you. I love it. Channel up 608. When is the next live stream? Just saw the stream and jumped up an hour late. Apologies. It's almost 4 p.m. in New Zealand. I'll do a live tomorrow. So we're doing live shows every day. Live shows every day with the Wrexham News and Updates. Obviously, we'll do the watch-alongs are live. FA Cup will be live. So, like I said, I'm trying to do them live. Most of the ones I did do were recorded and then it was premiered, so I can't interact with you more. And I like the little bit more interaction. And as we grow to where we want to go, what we want to do with the channel, I want to make this more interactive. And I will work on getting things, as you can see on the outline here, these things on the outside here. Do I have any other banners up? Let me see about another banners. Shoot. See the branding here. Do I have any more? I don't have any more, but I'll be doing more lives just so I can interact more with everybody and have more people on. Let's see here. Let's see. So channel 608. Get into the Discord if you can. If you're not in the Discord, we have a lot of interaction in there, so we can always talk to you. We talk to you a little bit more. Get to bed, my guy. Thanks, man. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Yes. Thank you. Good to join in. Have a great day in New Zealand. It's better. I better start tomorrow's research. Gotta get on it. Gotta get on it. You do 4 in a week, and then they're all live. Soon we'll be on iFollow. Yes. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Good seeing everybody. Have a good night. See you, John Hampton. See you, Matt Al. Channel up 608. John coming in. Adam Cruz. Yes. That's your Wrexham News and Update show live. We're on an hour. Thank you, everyone. Like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. So thank you all very much. And on that bombshell, I will see you all tomorrow. Eric there. Here we go. Before my signing off. Have a great night, buddy. You too. Have a good night. Take care. Join the Discord. Yeah, join the Discord. All right. On that bombshell, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.